What is the most disgusting thing you found in your food? I've had a few of these experiences. Most recently was last year. My granddad took me to KFC one night after an awards night at my high school to grab some dinner for at home. I ordered some new burger with bacon, chicken and cheese. My granddad dropped me home and I went to my room, sat on my bed and started digging into my burger, playing some game on my phone. Halfway through, I felt something sharp in my teeth. I went to the bathroom to see what I was doing, and pulled out a long, brown cockroach leg. I felt so sick, threw out the rest of the burger and messaged KFC on Facebook explaining what happened, with a photo of the leg. They gave me a refund. A few months ago, I was really hungry after college. I was craving for biryani, a heavenly rice dish slowly cooked with meat and spices. I decided to go to the nearest hole in the wall which served biryani. I've never been there before. Biryani is served with a side gravy made from chilies. It elevates the taste of biryani to a whole new level. I dug into biryani like a dog that day, requesting for extra gravy servings and pouring them all at once. And then suddenly I bit a piece of chicken which tasted soft, really soft. But it got stuck in my braces. I sensed something was not right and spat it out. It was no chicken. It was a bar soap. A frigging bar of soap. Now it had stuck in my braces. I was in the worst situation possible. The soap wouldn't leave until I brushed my teeth, because of the braces. I could not finish my biryani. I noticed another, bigger piece of soap floating in the cup of gravy. That was it. Never turned back. And the next journey for about 45 minutes to home with soap stuck deep all around my braces and I only have authentic biryani since then. This story ends with a wad of cash and an appreciation of my mother and her willingness to go to bat for me. One Saturday night I ordered a takeaway from a popular fast food restaurant. Fried chicken and chips. Despite my hunger and usual tendency to bolt my food that night, I looked at my chicken before making it vanish forever. Cooked into the side of the chicken under the batter was a long thin piece of metal about 2.5 inches long. Had I bitten into it, my, recently freed from braces, teeth could have been seriously damaged. Not disgusting in the traditional sense but certainly horrifying. I showed it to my mother who assumed her mama bear face. Quick as a flash we were back to the takeaway with the piece of metal, already photographed, and one seriously irritated mother. The manager wasn't in but my mother demanded he contact her the following day. I just stood beside her and let her do her thing. A couple of days later we ended in a hotel bar meeting with the bigwig regional manager. He informed us that the piece of metal was from one of the fryers. My mother let him know, in no uncertain terms, her opinion of their safety procedures. He offered us €100 of vouchers in exchange for the piece of metal. This, incidentally, was the outcome my health freak father most feared. My mother scoffed and said it should be cash and have another zero on the end. She was seriously annoyed at the thought of how badly this mishap could have damaged my teeth, mouth. She mentioned hungry lawyers, this being recessionary times, and local radio stations looking for stories. We weren't really interested in this route, just an acknowledgement that this was unacceptable and an apology. While all this was going on, I endeavored to keep a straight face and crafted the anecdote I would tell families and friends. Eventually the manager got a piece of metal, I got €500 and my mother got to assuage her mama bear sense of outrage. I was boiling an egg, but realized it was only semi-boiled after I took it out and had washed the pots. So lazy me decided to pop it in the microwave uncracked for a few minutes. I heard a pop and made a mental note not to cook uncracked eggs in the microwave again. As I cracked open the egg, I noticed small globules of something peach-colored. I peeled apart the egg and revealed a semi-raw baby chick fetus in my egg, and the smell of cooked chicken wafted in my nostrils. Needless to say, it took me almost a year before I went back to eating boiled eggs.